Action. Being in therapy for 4 years, you learn a lot more about the world and about yourself. And as that world opens up, so do you. And so with that, therapy has always acted as a third space for me in this tension between the rigid expectations of my culture and the rapid pace in which the world itself is moving into. It's hard for me to keep up, but when I am in that third space, when I'm in therapy, it's like as if time is not an element or a unit of success. So with that, sometimes it's just easier to stay where I am, even though I know I have to move forward after I leave the therapist's office. And so with that, even after each session that reaffirms me and reaffirms who I am, I still feel like a failure. I still feel like I'm somebody who's never gonna amount to anything in life. And ultimately, any success or achievement I do have or will have in the future is, at best, a flash in the pan. And with that, I struggle a lot with kind of like my self-worth and my self-esteem. You know, that's the whole point of trauma-based therapy anyways, is that you are retrieving memories that have been left unaddressed or that have been left without much help or guidance within that. And when I go deep into those things, I understand during this journey how my relationship with anxiety and depression interacts with each other and with me. Anxiety is always going to remind you, especially as someone who's diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder, it's always going to remind you that you are not worth anything unless you succeed. Whether that be through, material wealth or credential achievement, it is something that is always going to be measured against you to see if you're worth anything or not. When it comes to depression comes in and says, well, you're never gonna succeed at anything in the first place, so what's the point? When I am in that constant struggle, when anxiety drives me to depression, as I go through this journey, I kind of reach this understanding that although I don't believe in clean answers, there is hope. And some days I believe in that hope, other days I don't. Still, as I hold and wrestle with that tension, I can still see that I am worthy to be alive and to be here today. And I think that's one of the most important things about it, is that at the end of the day, even though you may be thrown away, it doesn't mean you're trash. It just means you get to rewrite the narrative.